Okay, this third video is a specific example of a way in which students can use this Google Docs to collaborate on activities. As I mentioned in the last video, the assignment that I gave here was that as you can see here, the assignment was to, it says, using your previous knowledge of the movie Cry Freedom and at least 3 other sources, answer the following questions. This was the basis of an essay that I told them they weren't going to write, but they're going to put together a collaborative outline for. So the question is, using South Africa during apartheid era as the focus, compare and contrast the terms law and justice. What they needed to do is they needed to create a collaborative outline. Complete thesis statement, complete topic sentences, necessary details. They needed to have 3 sources that were all cited, and they were to turn all this in. And they worked together in class on computers to get this done. And so I can show you an example of how the students began to use this. This is their final product. I'm going to skip past this for now and go down to how they collaborated. So what they decided to do is they decided to give each student a different font color. And so under here, you can see the notes. These are the notes that they took collaboratively as they worked, because they had to work in class, but also outside of class. So when they didn't see each other, this was their way of keeping notes for each other. So they have the ProQuest username. They put that down. They have some basic ideas for what they wanted to say. Now, what I like about this, what I think is interesting about this from a teacher standpoint, is that I can see exactly what they've discussed as they worked on this project. So as you can see, different students were adding different comments along the way. And so, as it says, these are some things that they found. If you'll notice, the students, I'm pretty sure this act is very similar to the act shown in Cry Freedom. And so they've got down here a bunch of ideas for the outline. And now they've got all of their notes to one another. I think it's interesting to sort of read through this and see, you can see what is going on down here and all of their notes to one another. And all of this is the work. I can see exactly what they said to one another the whole time. And now they've got a practice one here where they put together some stuff. And then now, if we go up to the top, the final product is right here. And you can see there's their thesis. Here's their points underneath it. Here's their paragraph 1, their topic sentences, their notes to one another. Now, all they did is the exact same process that the teachers do, where they went up and they shared, and they invited people to share. Now, what I had them do is, specifically, I had them go and make sure that they shared it not only with each other, but with me as well. So you can see the students who worked on it and me as people who are sharing this document. And now I can see exactly, this is their final product. I can see their notes along the way. Now this group was really good about putting in this different colors. I didn't ask that they do this, although I like this. I might do this in the future. But if, for example, I wanted to figure out who worked on this and how much work was done. I know sometimes, one of the kids tend to critique these issues, these types of assignments, because one kid ends up doing all the work. But with this, you can go, if you go to File, and then to see revision history, I can see all of the edits that were made and who made them. So what I can do is I can see the work that people were doing and what they were putting in, and I can see and track exactly who added what. Now I'm probably not going to necessarily go point for point through this, but I can definitely tell if 1 or 2 names are prominent here and the other names are not. I can definitely see who's doing the majority of the work. So that revision, once again, that revision history is under File and see revision history. And if I go there, I can see the revision history. So as this works, you guys can see exactly how students can use it. And this was great because the kids got to see not only how they write outlines, but they can work on outlines with one another and really teach each other. So the next video I'll show you, I'm going to show you some other features of Google Docs that might help you in what you're doing on a day-to-day basis.